All right, we finally got it started recording. Okay, so this is going to be a Tekken 8 tier list. I actually got a special request from a few people, but the only reason why I did it was because of this one person. And I'm pointing at the character that he plays right now. Where is he? Where is he? Right here. You know who the f you are, buddy. Don't even try to act like I was gonna say your name, but I ain't gonna do that to you, my guy. All right. So this is taking it. This is post patch, meaning that it is most up to date because Lily's here, obviously. Right. This is after certain characters receive their nerfs, such as Dragunov, Fang Wei, and other characters like the Heat Smashes of Jun and Devil Jin. And this is also the patch where Lily gets nerfed and Leroy's get buffed. Other characters like Steve gets buffed, Brian got buffed, yada yada yada. All right. We're not going to waste any more time. So let's see what we can do with this tier list. Okay. I'm doing this off of some of this is my personal opinion, but my personal opinion will not be too far fetched from the actual meta on what it's supposed to be. I'm going to explain why this character is here, and I'm going to explain what their weaknesses are or their strengths, depending on if they have any or not. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're not going to go in order. We're just going to pick out some random characters here. So let's pick, you know what, since Jack is here, let's put him C tier. All right. Jack is right here. I don't think Jack is good. Like on paper, Jax seems like he would be top tier, right? Oh, he got a 10 frame heat smash. He got gamma howl, right? Everything is plus on block. I can punish anything and I can wall break everything, right? I got these homie mids that launch and stuff like that, right? But if you really look at it, Jack is not that great. So for one, they buff sidesteps in Tekken, right? They buff the absolute sidesteps in Tekken. But Jack does not get that benefit. Jack still has the biggest hurt box in the game currently, right? If Jack tries a sidestep, he gets hit by the most basic mids that you can sidestep, right? Like Leo's down for one. You can sidestep left on Leo, but if Jack does that, if Jack tries to sidestep, he still gets caught and he gets like he gets got by too many fucking things, right? And Gamma How is his new move in Taken. That's when he like kind of puts his fist like this pose stance, like he's in the fucking in the fucking muscle Olympics or whatever you can call it, right? But that's only good to shut down certain matchups. It's not even a universal. Like many people, they can just low profile or they just get out of the like. Ling Xiaoyu fucks over Jack, right? Even though Ling Xiaoyu is one of our top tiers, but even still, right? I still think that Jack is still use a little bit of love, right? Like even our top players that are playing Jack right now, like what's his Joey Fury. He's not winning any tournament. Joey Fury is an amazing player. He's an amazing player, but it's the character that's holding him back, right? I don't want this video to be too long, so let's just go ahead and just skip on to that. Um, Damn, it seems like everybody's kind of here. I think we actually might go in order. Yeah, let's actually go in order. Jin. Jin is Jin is solid. Jin is really fucking good in this game, dude. Like he is so fucking good right now. It's not even funny. Actually, you know what? Let's do that. Jin would be like the Jin is one of those characters that you can pick up Jin and he works flawless in any matchup you give him. Sure, he may struggle in some matchups, but he can still get the job done. Right? Jin was Jin is amazing. His 2-1 is fucking amazing. His 50 down 2 is one of the best fucking lows in the game. It's only minus 12 on block. It low profiles all highs and some mids. It's a counter hit launcher and it's unseeable. I mean, you can train yourself to react to it, but even still, you're going to get hit by it because James is a Mishima. Well, he's not a Mishima, but he's a Mishima. You know what I mean? So, like, he has access to bullshit 50-50s like 4-4-3. Sure, you can sidestep 4-4-3, but that's where down 2 comes in, right? He now has access to a stance. He has dive kick. He has a high dive kick and a mid dive kick. Both of them are extremely plus on block. And if you're near the wall, you get wall staggered and you're done for. Right? Jin has amazing buttons. He has an amazing 2-1. He has the dive kick. He has a unique heat smash. Jin is the only character that can maximize his damage because he can wall splat you twice. Sorry, I'm banging on my desk and shit. Jin is the only character in the game that could pop heat, wall splat you with 4-1-2, the little 3-piece. You get wall splat. He can wall flip you. He can wall bound you, burst you off the wall, use his heat smash with the kick in that can wall splat you from anywhere on the screen, and re-splat you. Jin is the only character that can do that in the game. He has the most unique heat smash in the game right now, right? The only weakness that Jin has right now is that his tracking is kind of meh. That's it. That is the only weakness that Jin has right now. Is that he is weak to sidesteps, but even still, he has certain moves such as down 2. I believe he has down 4-3. I think, right? He has what's the other kick? The little low kick. So he has options to cover sidestepping. All right. Let's get who should we put next? Let's get like a mid. Nah, let's just stick to the script. Let's stick to the script. Jun. Jun is not in a good spot right now. Jun is not in I don't even know why she ever was in a good spot, honestly. Literally, the only thing that Jun had pre-patch was she had one of the best heat smashes in the game. But now that they took that away from her, what else does Jun have? I'll wait. You couldn't even explain to me. Jun in heat is not even a threat. Jun has nothing that excite. Jin has no type of combat factor than anybody like a character like Dragunov whenever he's in heat. That's a problem. That is a Dragunov is already a problem in himself, and when he pops heat, you have more bullshit to worry about. Jun does not have that benefit. So I'm pointing at Jack. Jun does not have that benefit. She's way too passive in an aggressive game like Tekken 8. So she doesn't even play the meta correctly, right? Um, her low, yeah, she has a low heat smash, but it is stuck in a stance. That is atrocious. That's the problem that Leroy had. That's the problem that our boy Leroy had, which is the reason why he was complete ass. But guess what? Now that they changed it, he had to go into a hermit stance, and then he will do a side step and do 1-2. That's the +7 high. But now that they made that a universal thing, now Leroy can just sidestep and do 1+2 and get a +7 every time he wants. Or was it +6? It's one of them, right? Now that they removed Hermit Stance sidestep, 1+2, that was locked into a stance. But since that's no longer a thing, Leroy has jumped the tier list. Prove me wrong. Since Jun Heat Smash, her low Heat Smash, that wall splash, is locked into a stance. So it's very predictable. It's very predictable. Jun just doesn't play the meta. That's the only thing she had up her sleeve was having one of the best heat smashes in the game. But now since that a thing, and they nerfed her healing, so she doesn't even. She's just way too passive to be playing Tekken it like this. Jun needs a lot of help. Kazuya. You know, yeah, let's kind of mix up a little bit. Let's put Kazuya up here. Kazuya is an A tier. Kazuya is another solid pick. The reason why before pre-patch, Kazuya would be somewhere like at like the end of B or like nah, he definitely wasn't B. He was like at the end of B. He really was not that good, but all they needed to do was just fix some like adjustments to his inconsistencies. That's really it. And they gave him a few extra buffs that he needed, right? Like Kazuya, his fucking crouch dash 1+2. Oh my god. What is it like +4, +5? That move is insane. That move is absolutely it's too good. It's too good. Another benefit that Kazuya has in this game is that he does not have to go by the Mishima mix-up, right? Oh, I don't got a fucking wave dash and I hit you with a low, I hit you with a mid. Oh, look at that, I hit you with the fucking electro +5, and I got a whole nother. He does not have to play by those rules now because he has really good fucking mids, and to stop you from like moving around, he can get you to stand still, right? He has a 13 frame launcher, which is unheard of in this game. We have another character that had a 13 frame launcher, but his 13 frame launcher doesn't even work. We all know who that character is, but we're going to get to him soon or later. Gaza is a solid pick. He was always good. He just had inconsistencies of like Raw Rising 2-1 whiffing. You know what I mean? Like things like that should not whiff like that in middle of a combo. But since they fixed that, he does heavy damage at the wall, right? He has a little bit his heat. Oh, whenever Kazuya is in heat, he is a fucking demon. No pun intended. Right? The whole meta is surrounded by how aggressive your character is and what they can do in heat. That is what will fluctuate a character up and down the tier list, which will make them high tier or absolute dog water. You will start to see that trend as I start to place more characters on this tier list. All right. Let's get another character here. Let's get, you know what, since King is right there, let's put King up here. Actually, you know what? Fuck that. King is still a bitch ass character. King is still a bitch ass character. Sure, you can make the argument that now, due to the nerf of throws not being homing anymore, whenever that pre-patch King was up here. The fact that throws were homing pre-patch, I had no. Who made that? Who fucking made that a thing? Why would a 10 frame, a 10 frame that is homing and it's plus on block? Who decided that? But the nerf to that only knocked him down just a little bit. King still has some huge benefits. Like, he still has some of the best Oki in the game. King literally still has insane combo damage. He can take it to the wall pretty fucking easily. And once he gets you to the wall, you have to guess for your fucking life. He basically is Marduk from Tekken 7. If you want to lay on the ground, okay, I'll just throw you. If you want to get up, now you have to run into this safe launching mid. You want to do that? Oh, and don't get me wrong with his shove. I mean, his shove is still the same, but even still, you don't want to duck against this character because he will absolutely fuck you prison style. Keep in mind, King is the only character in the game that can heat activate you mid combo. So let's say if King launches you, right? You do your little tail spin, and then you pop heat. He pounds on his chest, and then he fucking slams. Boom! He heat activates. King is the only character in the game that can heat activate and heat burst you and still get the full combo. He's the only character that can do that. So you can't even get hit by King, but that's so hard to do because he's a grappler. Anyway, fuck King. I don't want to get too much into him, all right? Let's get let's put Lars in here. Bing bong. Lars is a solid character. All right. Lars is not bad at all. B tier does not. No, he's not bad at all. Actually, I would want more character. If Lars was the best character in the game right now, the game would be in a huger state, in a way more better state. Lars is the quite literally the epitome of how a character is supposed to be in Tekken 8, right? In Heat, he's really good, right? Well, I wouldn't say he's really good in the heat, but he definitely gets the job done. He gets a little bit few more advances, such as like he gets his mid now becomes a launcher, his low becomes more damaging, and he now gets a new move, the little dash thing. I forgot what it's called, and he gets another 50-50 off of that. Um, but I think before Lars was already good, but he was a little bit falling behind. But the unnecessary buff that they gave him to his dynamic entry 3, going from +3 to +5, so he gets a guaranteed 50-50, you can no longer sidestep the one. It interrupts it interrupts armor, or it beats armor, and it beats Rajar. So you actually have to hold the 50-50. His low is a counter hit launcher, and is only -12 on block, but he has the dynamic entry one. Oh, sorry, the silent entry one. Bam, that's the mid that he engages, and he gets a full combo off of that one. That's the only unnecessary change that they made, but that's what makes Lars really good right now, right? Um, he still has one of the best orbitals in the game. Sure, it is 25 frames, but it crushes all lows and it crushes even some mids too. I don't even see how sometimes it even avoids a lot of things, right? He still has the best wall carry in the game, some of the best wall damage in the game, right? And he's just the overall solid pick, right? Is he a character that you would want to pick all the time for each and every character? Maybe. If you're a law specialist, yes. But if you're just picking up laws just to kind of get by, no. All right. Um, what's up? Well, laws right there. Might as well put law in here, right? Uh, A tier? No. No. Law's too good for that. S tier. I think. I think that. I think that looks good. There may be a few. He may be at the end of S tier, or he'll be the beginning of A tier. But as of right now, I think this look good with only the few amount of characters that we have up here. So let's keep Law right there. We'll make a few adjustments here and there. All right, we'll fix this tier list as we go. Um, Law is really good. Law is really good. We all know Law for his like stupid ass fucking wall damage. Right? We've seen Ninja Killer play him. We've seen a few other Law players play him. Law does way too much for what he's supposed to do, right? His Oki is fucking amazing. He has really good 50-50. He has great damage. He has a 10 frame heat engager. Oh, Law has that too. I mean, Lars has that too, a 10 frame heat engager, right? Wait, no, sorry. Law does not have a 10 frame heat engager. Sorry. But he does have really good heat engagers, right? His 50-50s are really good on par. His Dragon Stance is fucking stupid, is absolutely fucking stupid. Actually, yes, Law does have a 10 frame launcher, which is insane to me. Like, what the was they thinking, dude? I'm giving a character a 10 frame launcher. I do something that's minus 10 or 11, and I'm getting launched by Law? Come on now, bro. What the. Anyway, Law has really good heating gauges. Probably some of the best heating gauges in the game, if you ask me. Law is just the overall solid pick that you cannot go wrong with. Sure, some of his weakness may be like he has really good plus frames. He whenever he's in heat, he's actually pretty good in heat. But I think there could be a little bit few things that could be tweaked. But even still, he earned himself the S tier spot for a reason. So I can't really talk down on him that much. He really doesn't have anything that I can talk down on him for, right? Or at least that nothing that I can see. Um, but Paul is right here. Nigga, you going D tier for that fucking hairstyle. All right. I'm joking. I'm joking. All right. I think Paul is a solid pick. Right. I think Paul is a solid pick. You know what? Let's do that. Let's do that. If anything goes wrong, we'll fix that. But as of right now, I'm looking at I just looked at the list down here and I saw a certain character that I know for a fact is like mid low A tier, and Law is like right. Sorry, Lars is right below him or right behind him. Is one of them right in front of him or right behind him? Okay. Anyway, we have Paul. Um, Paul is pretty decent, right? He's like the basic character, but he's a pretty solid guy. His 50-50s are on par with Devilman and stuff like that, right? So he can get things done. His what do you call it? His sway. I forgot what his Kimpo is really good in this game. It's really fucking good in this game. He can use it as a defensive tool and an offensive tool. It's really good. The only thing that is a bit overtuned with Paul is that his damage is way too fucking much, bro. I get like one and a half touch by Paul and I die. Like he launches me, takes me to the wall. I lose like 50-60% of my health. And then the next mix up that I get, right if it's a low or a mid, I die afterwards. He also has the rare benefit of having a low heat smash, so they can really add to the 50-50 once he's in heat. His heat is already good, right? I believe Demon, not Demon Paul. Death Fist becomes a little bit more safe. It's still unsafe on block, but it has a little bit more increased pushback, and it becomes a little bit more safe on block. So that mid at the wall can be really devastating, right? And not to mention at the wall, he is very, very good because he has that guard break that gives him a guaranteed wall splat, or depending on the situation. And if you try to sidestep him when he's doing that guard break and he decides to let it rip early, you're fucked. 50% of your health is gone, right? But as of right now, Paul is in a decent spot. Again, if Paul was the best character in the game would be in a much better state. I would want people to be as balanced as Paul, right? Um. Oh fuck, Nina. This character is ridiculous, dude. There is no way that they made this character like this, bro. There is no fucking way. I refuse to believe that Nina is playing Tekken 8. I refuse. I refuse to go with the fact that Nina is in Tekken 8 right now. This character drives me in fucking insane. So for one, she plays the meta. She's very much aggressive. She has a safe pressure play style where she can add a little bit of 50-50s in there, right? So she plays the meta perfectly fine without heat, right? Not to mention her downfall one is fucking. Ooh, her downfall one is so she has the best downfall one in the game. The reason why she has the best downfall one in the game because she has a unique mechanic where she can cancel her downfall one. It looked like the bitch twerking, right? She twerking on you, right? She downfall one, cancel, sidestep, downfall one, cancel, sidestep. It looked like she quite literally twerking on you, right? But the reason why she has that built in is because she has so many different options from downfall one. She has a low that counter hit launches. She has a mid that counter hit launches. She has a high that counter hit launches. She has a safe mid from there that also it does not counter hit launch, but she still has a counter hit launcher from every one of those mids. And most of her options are safe. Down for one, you decide to press on me. High, bow, counter hit launcher. I know that shit was loud as fuck. My bad, y'all. Down for one, you try to sidestep me. I cancel and I just realign with you. Down for one is everything with Nina. That's all Nina needs to kill you, but she has everything else in her toolkit that she needs, right? This character is so fucking annoying. Crazy counter hit launcher. She has so many blind games from down for one. She has one of the best heat in the game, right? Not to mention her heat smash has high evasion. It really goes over all lows and some mids. Like there is no point to you to not use the heat smash. Well, there is a point, but even still, when Nina's in heat, bro, bro, I can't even talk on this character, bro. Her fucking, her fucking down back two is a homing, safe, counter hit launcher. Like, why does she need that? She already has moves that are homing for, but now you make it safe and it counter hit launches? Like, name your character in the game that has that. You know what I'm saying? Aside from Nina, of course. I'm pretty sure there's a handful, I'm pretty sure there's a few more characters, but is it as good as Nina? Fuck no. You know what I mean? Like it's just too much. She has some of the most. She has some of the best power crushes in the game from crouch and from standing. Both of them are one of the best fucking power crushes in the game. She can fucking wall break you from anywhere with the guns. Oh my! Don't even get me started on the guns. You know what? Fuck this character. Eat a dick, Nina. All right. All right. I will say Nina right now has almost zero flaws right now. Almost zero flaws. She has everything you need in a character. The only thing is that the skill ceiling for Nina is immensely high. But if you reach that skill ceiling, she demolishes the entire cast for free. Nina just won almost recent tournament in Tekken 8. Not to mention, without even a wall, Nina's doing 80 damage. That's about 60% of your health almost, right? Like that, there is no reason why Nina should not be in your top one. There should be no other character in here that is above Nina. Well, except for one more character. But they're still not above Nina. Nina's just a dumbass bitch character, all right? Um Guess we can do Ling Xiao Yu. Yeah, let's do Ling Xiaoyu. Bing! Ling Xiaoyu is still a solid pick right now. She is still a solid pick right now. Ling Xiaoyu still has the best evasion in the game. That's never going to change, right? Pre-patch, pre-patch Ling Xiaoyu was the best character in the game. Now introducing new moves like the hypnotist stance, right? It was very hard to hit Ling Xiaoyu, but you could not stand still against Ling Xiaoyu. So she basically just ran the game for free, right? There is no reason why you can't have both. That's the reason why they had the nerf AOP stance, right? You cannot have both. Why is it hard for me to hit you? But if you stand still, you still die, right? Those two cannot be in conjunction with one another. You have to lower the other one in order for the other one to be greater. Either you want good defense, but you have to lack offense, or you have to have good offense, but you lack some type of defense. Ling Xiaoyu should not have been like that, which is the reason why she got nerfed, which is the exact reason why she's here. But even still, she's still a hell of a character. She's still a hell of a character. Right? Ling Xiaoyu is still a solid pick. I don't want to get into too much, but whenever Ling Xiaoyu is in heat, she's still one of the most scariest characters in the game due to hypnosis stance being there. Every single one, whenever she's in heat, you will get launched every single time, and she's very hard to hit still. And she still has, it's not as potent as it was before, but even still, it seems like it's almost the same. Next character, we have, oh, oh boy. Let's do that. I don't think Asuka, she did get hella buffed last patch. Or was it this patch? I think it was last one, right? She got hella buffed last patch. But I don't know. I truly don't know. Sure, she has can. Sure, right. All right, fine. She has can, right? She does have a while running launcher, but it's still a high. Most of her things are still highs. Everything she has is still unsafe as fuck. Her buff became a little bit better. Actually, it became a lot better, which is the reason why she has this up spot right here. But even still, I don't think that was enough for Asuka. I don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna have to give my. Maybe I have to. I play Asuka a fair bit amount, but not as much as me should know. But even still, I haven't lost against an Asuka yet. But that's not the reason why I'm putting. That's not the reason why I have these feelings towards her right now. Even with me playing her, there isn't anything special about Asuka right now, right? Like these two, Asuka and Jun, they're supposed to be the relatively same character, but at some point Jun was on top of Asuka. But even still, there was I don't know. I don't know. Leroy. Oh, let's get my boy Leroy up there. But where do I want to place Leroy though? Mm, is he better than Paul? I don't know. Is he better than Paul? Let's put him right there for now. Let's keep him there for now. Leroy is really good. As I told you guys, Leroy has got buffed to shit. Probably a little bit too much overtuned. I don't like him in his current state right now. I think Leroy is also still a good solid pick too. His damage is stupid. It's too much fucking damage. He probably does the most chip in the game right now when he's in heat. Every mid that he has now has been so farly adjusted that everything is safe on Leroy now. Back three, that's the homing kick. That's a high. Plus seven on block. Bah! Is now a regular counter hit on regular hit. So you get a guaranteed follow, which means if you're by the wall, you cannot move against Leroy. If you are at the wall, Leroy does back three, bow. He can either do the machine gun punches to get a wall splat and a heat engager, or if you get hit by back three, he just does I believe it's Hermit. He transforms to Hermit stance, and he does the kick, which is four, one plus two, and just launches you on the wall for 1,000,000 damage. You cannot move whenever Leroy Wall game has been so much improved that you cannot move against him. The problem that Leroy had is that everything was unsafe, and you could step Leroy really good, right? But that was his only weakness. Now he's in a really good spot. I'm honestly thinking about. I think he fights the top tier is really good. Like the only reason why I have Leroy in B tier now, B tier is not a bad tier at all. It is not a bad tier whatsoever. I actually think he's at the top of B tier, or at least in the top three or top four in B tier. Right? He can still compete, definitely, no doubt in my mind. But he just have a few more flaws because the other characters exist. You get what I'm saying? Like, why would you pick Leroy if you got characters like Law? Why would you pick Leroy if you got characters like Kazu? You know what I mean? Or if you want to put in the execution, you got Nina. You know what I mean? So like, Leroy is still a solid pick. Do not get me wrong. I am not downplaying Leroy whatsoever because they did make some overtuned fucking buffs, such as sidestep 1+2, such as back three, being able to combo, 4-3, his distinctions off of 4-3, all the machine gun punches through hella chip, and now they're safe on block now. They used to be like -14, -13. They used to be punishable, but now they're like -3, which is fucking stupid. Whatever. Not even gonna. Yeah. Lily. Ah, yeah, baby. Come here. Lily is still pre-patch Lily. But ding. Wait, sorry. But ding. Pre-patch Lily was stupid. They had to tone her down because you remember, I think it was Evo that Lily won. Correct me if I'm wrong. It was a huge tournament that Lily definitely won. And she was definitely a slept on character until that one guy brought her out and started hitting niggas with feisty rabbit and bullshit like that. Lily still has really great neutral skip tools that are safe on block. She has some of the best evasions in the game. She still has Feisty Rabbit, and in Heat, she is fucking retarded. All these characters that are like B tier and above, except for Oscar, fuck that bitch, has really good Heat, right? Like they all gain something, especially Nina, right? But Lily, whenever she's in Heat and she gets that first knockdown, you're done. She goes into Feisty Rabbit. She either steps left or she steps right into Feisty Rabbit, and you have to guess. She has some of the best Oki in the game. The Feisty Rabbit stance was so good that they had to fucking nerf it because she got too much reward off of Feisty Rabbit. Once she knocked you down, you had to guess from a safe launching mid or a low that also launches. Like there was nothing you can do about. You could not get hit by Lily, and even still, you still cannot get hit by Lily. She has great evasion. She hits hard as fuck. Fucking cartwheel is annoying as shit. She has really good heat engagers, and like I said, Feisty Rabbit is still one of the best stances in the game right now. There was nothing more to be said about Lily. She has the best sidestep in the game. So moves that you normally couldn't sidestep, Lily can probably do it, which gives her the benefit right now, which is the reason why she's in high A tier. She's probably in top 10, honestly. You never know. We're gonna finish this tier list and see what happens. You know what I mean? But ding. Hmm. Guess we can put Harang somewhere in here. This is gonna be a tough one though. But I know Harang is definitely B, but I think he's better than Asuka. I think he's better than Asuka. The more you start to fill up this tier list, especially the B tier, the more you see these characters start to drive to the right. Characters like Harang and Asuka, because right now Harang is really struggling right now. I'm not even gonna lie. Now I know what y'all thinking, bro, but it's Harang. The only reason why you struggle against Harang is because you don't know how to defend against Harang. That's literally, if you go into the training room and you try to figure out hard rank, I'm not saying that the moment you be like, oh, that's their move is, and you're going to start winning every hard rank matchup. No. You will start to know how hard rank operates. Hard rank thrives off of mashers, and he thrives off of knowledge checks, right? And even still, even players like me, I've studied the Harwang matchup so fucking hard because Harwang is still a popular character. You know how many times I ran into a Harwang and I got one and done by these motherfuckers? Until I started learning the matchup. Harwang is filled with highs. He has to commit to some type of low or some type of non-existing mid that he has in order to keep you in check. But even still, all this little spamming shit that he does, high, mid, low, mid, high, mid, low. That's that's the diversion. That's the diversion. He doesn't play well, he plays the aggressive meta right. But even still, he doesn't not really even have that many plus frames. Sure, he has skyrocket, but that takes high execution for that to be safe, because if you fuck that up, you're done. Howling and Heat, the only thing that he has is Demon Foot. Well, it's Demon Paw, but I call it Demon Foot because he actually uses his fucking foot. And sure, he has a 10 frame counter hit launcher, sure. But even still, you're not gonna be like you're not gonna be standing against Harang. There's no way that he has that many threatening. Sure, he has demon foot, but and fucking out of I think it's like right foot forward, I think, or left foot. It's one of them where he has the double fist mid, but that ain't what the fuck is that gonna do to you? It's not a hit engager. It's not even that plus on block. It's not even that plus on hit. So like, what are you doing? So like, what the fuck are you standing for? You know what I mean? Like, I don't get it. Okay, Flamingo stance down forward four into jab wall splat. I will give Harang that. That is a fucked up situation right there. I get hit by down forward four and I'm near wall and he just in jabs we do. I fucking hate that shit so bad. I'm not even gonna hold you. But other than that, Harang in heat. What does Harang have in heat? Exactly. Stay your punk ass over there, buddy. Next character. We have Claudio. Do we have Claudio? Claudio. Yeah, maybe. Uh, I know he's better than Asuka. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right now, Claudio is the most basic character right now. If you even say Shaheen, I'm gonna can show up to your house and I'm fucking your grandma. You understand me? Claudio is the most basic character in the from Tekken 7. Shaheen and Claudio was in Tekken 7. Shaheen got so many new things in Tekken 8. The only reason why he's basic is because he has your generic down for one, he has your generic jab, he has your generic slide, he has your generic mid. Yes, Claudio has the same exact thing, but what makes Claudio so generic and basic is that everything that he had in Tekken 7 is he still has in Tekken 8. Actually, now that I think about that, I take that back. Claudio actually lost some of the good tools that he had in Tekken 8. Like whenever he has Starburst and he does down the low. They stripped that away from him. It's not even plus on hit anymore, and it doesn't even launch when he has Starburst. So they took that away from him. You get what I'm saying? Claudio, he plays the most basic game of Tekken. If I start off with the mid and it ends in the high, it's safe on block. If I start with the mid and end with the mid, it's unsafe on block. Shaheen does not apply by those rules. Only Claudio and a few other characters do. The only benefit that Claudio has right now is that his heat is fucking amazing. Claudio gets an infinite use amount of heat, and if you do not know what to do against Claudio, you will fucking die. Safe launchers in heat, really good heat smash that wall breaks everything. He has some of the best counter hits in the game, such as forward forward four. If you get counter hit by that, you fucking die. He has really good buttons like down forward three. Oh, not even don't even get me started on back one. Back one is still one of the best buttons in the game. Back one is a homing mid that's safe on block, wall splats. It does everything for you, and it creates space. And I think he's only -5 on block, but the amount of space that he creates with himself is like he's +2. Neutral is reset. Claudio can just do back one, And if you decide to press a button or run in on him, he just does back one again, and he creates even more space than the last time. Right? But as of right now, Claudio is he's not bottom five, but he's not in a good. I still think Claudio still needs a little bit of help. Now I know you guys see Shadow playing Claudio, and he makes Claudio look fucking amazing. But that's because, like I said, Claudio is basic. He's supposed to have the basic tools of tagging to make the character look good, right? He has an amazing heat. He still has wild running two, which is one of the best 14 frame plus frames in the game. Does hella chip, becomes even better in heat, right? But even still, Claudio was filled with highs. He has to take too much risk whenever he's doing certain moves. Like 3-2. 3-2 is the mid heat engager, but he cannot adjust to make it high. He can only do 3-2. If you see that kick come out, he cannot stagger because it's minus 13. So you can punish him for it. And if he does two, you just fucking crouch it and you kill him for it. There's too much risk that Claudio has right now in order for him to be like solid pick. He has the tools needed, but those tools need to be have that little extra oomph to it. If they give that extra oomph, Claudio becomes one of the best characters in the game. No hands down. He becomes Shaheen 2.0, and we already know how good Shaheen is in this game is. That didn't even make any sense in what I just said, but fuck it. Let's keep it going. Um Asha Senna. Hey, okay, sorry. It glitched there for a minute. Asha Senna. Do I want to put Asha Senna there? Is Asha Center better than Paul? No, 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 no. Okay, okay. Now I know what you're thinking. Asha Senna in B tier? She's top three in B tier. All right. Pre-patch, Asha Senna was one of the best characters in the game. Our three characters that ran the game was 1, 2, 3. Nina wasn't even discovered yet. She was, but these three were just way too much, right? But as of right now, the nerfs that they gave to Asha Senna were necessary, right? The only reason why people consider Asha Senna bad was because she was one of the best characters in the game, right? It's kind of like how Akuma was in Tekken 7, right? Akuma was over fucking tuned in the game to the point where he got nerfed. They thought he was one of the most worst characters in the game. He was like, oh, he's unusable anymore. He can't even be played. That's the same situation with Asha Senna. Archer Center was one of the best characters in the game, but now that she got nerfed, they can't do the bullshit that they used to do, right? Oh, she can't even do fucking uh while running 2-2, 3-3-2 anymore and get a guaranteed no, no, you cannot do that anymore. Oh, I don't have a safe counter hit launcher off of a move that's supposed to can counter hit you. Oh, I can't get to the shut the fuck up, bro. Archer Center is still really fucking solid right now. Just shut the fuck up about it, bro. All right. Next character. Ooh, this is gonna be a doozy. Oh yeah, baby. Um, where do we want to place Raven? Is he better than Paul? Probably not. Is he better than Asha Senna? I don't think so. Raven is a tricky character. No, literally, like he's a tricky character, right? A lot of people sleep on Raven, including you Raven mains. You know who I'm talking to, buddy. Raven is a solid pick right now. Is he a pick that you would want to like go against the entire cast? No, 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 no. I think the benefit of being so underrated and being like rarely played gives him the ability to face the top tiers. But even still, once they learn the matchup, I don't think Raven is okay. Maybe that's a bit of an understatement, but even still, I don't think Raven is that good. But Raven is still underrated. Raven still has he has a safe low from the crouch dash, which is unheard of, unfucking heard of. He also has down for it too, which is really fucking good. You can round start with that shit. It's a safe launcher. But the thing with Raven is that he's high risk, high reward. I'm going to get into that a little bit sooner, right? This is where that high risk, high reward start to play a factor in, all right? Um, the reason why Raven is high risk, high reward is because he has certain tools that can force you to a standstill, right? Raven is a 50-50 character. He's fairly hard to defend against, right? But this is what applies this little essence to Raven that makes players go, this character is actually kind of good. Not even gonna hold you. Not even gonna lie. Raven has a down force one. It's not your average 13 frame down for one, but he has a 14 framer. The reason why it's one frame slower is because it tracks to both sides. His down for one tracks to both sides. He has a 10 frame jab. And if you want to decide to duck or sidestep Raven, he keeps you in check with the down for one. And when he keeps you in check with the down for one, now he got you at a standstill. That's where Raven starts to shine. All right. He has an just down for three alone is just enough to get you in check. But even still, back turn stance is one of the most broken stances in the game right now. Whenever Raven is in back turn stance, he's very, very scary. He's very, very scary. While standing three in heat is fucking stupid. I don't know who decided to give him that move, but while standing three in heat is fucking stupid. Okay. As I was saying with down for one, he keeps you in check. Raven, you cannot press into Raven. You cannot press into Raven. Raven is the only character that can actually evade out of immense amount of plus frames. So, for example, I play Leo, right? Leo has a thing called K and K stance, which is +9 on block. He has a follow-up that is 13 frames, which is his 2. K and K stance 2. Bow! That's the high counter hit launcher. Raven can get out of that for free, even though it's technically a 4 framer. If you take 13 frames subtracted by 9, you get 4. You're not supposed to be able to move out of it. You can't rage out, you can't armor. You can duck, but you're not supposed to be able to like parry. You don't have enough frame. Like you can't sabaki like how Fangway could before pre-patch, or how Leroy can. You cannot sabaki. You don't have enough frames to sacrifice to sabaki. Right. But Raven can just look at you and go, I don't want to hold this guaranteed mix up. I'm just gonna teleport out. And sure enough, he definitely can. He has one of the best evasive moves in the game. Don't get that mixed up with having the best evasion in the game, but he has one of the best evasive moves in the game, that being uh back one plus two. Sure, it is unsafe, but if you want to get a free card, that's your man right there. He also has the teleport, which can get him out of like literally 95% of scenarios that he does not want to be in. So, not only on top of the reason that he has a homing down for one to keep you in check, you cannot stand still against Raven either. So, you can't hit him, and he's already hard to defend against. So, if you press into him, you die. If you try to be passive, you die. So he already has this game plan built for him to keep you in check the moment he starts the round. Sure, the weakness that I will say that Raven has is that he's a high risk, high reward character. But remember what I said in the beginning about the meta of this game. Raven has one of the best heat moves in the game right now. Oh, sorry, not heat moves, but he has some of the best heat in the game. He has really good heat engages, such as the little fucking palm. I think it's like a 14 frame palm. Bah! Fucking safe. Oh, is it safe? I think it is. And it's a heat engager, right? But now those 50-50s that he have that launches that are unsafe, they now become safe on block whenever he's in heat. Now you can sit up here and tell me, oh, but Raven's heat timer doesn't even last long. It's not supposed to. It's not supposed to last long. Oh, but like my clones are only -3. Why aren't they plus on block? They're not supposed to be plus on block. That's the reason why we have characters like Nina. That's the reason why she's broken as she is now. Imagine if Raven If Raven popped heat, right? If Raven's heat timer lasted long, all Raven had to do was just back up and pop heat at the beginning of the game. And if you guessed wrong, he already took away 40 to 50% of your health. He will still have enough to hit you with another mix up and still get a heat burst afterwards. That shit would be, you basically lost the game right there. It's a reason why Raven does not have a long heat timer like your other generic characters like Asha Senna or Jun or fucking Jin or Leo. Their heat timers last long for a fucking reason. Characters like Raven and characters like Lee are not supposed to have long lasting heat timers. If Raven heat timer lasted as long as you want it to be, Raven would be here. The sheer amount of turns that Raven can get to open you up is insane to me. And you want his heat timer to be longer? No, sir. I refuse to sit up there, watch Raven backdash, pop heat, and he go, "Oh, my safe mid here now that launches. You block that? Oh, okay. I also have a low. Oh, you want to know something funny? That also is a safe launcher. Oh, you block that too? Okay, I'll just mix you up once more. Why would that make any sense? You tell me. It's a reason why his timer doesn't last that long. Is Raven in the right spot right now? I think so. This tier list will start to move back and it'll start to make sense. But let's go ahead and continue with oh. You know what? Let's just skip something real quick. Bow. Hold on, sorry. Move, Jen. Fuck. Fuck out the way, you fucking pussy. Fucking pussy lane. The hell out of the way. You know what? Actually, let's do this. Because this should not be a thing right now. Let's do this. Because there's no way these two characters are in the same. They're both good as fuck, but Dragunov is not Nina. Dragunov is not Nina. Hell no. He is not Nina. I think Drag is the only character that is going to be an S that he has his own separate tier in S plus. I'm doing that for the sake of the Nina players to let you know that Nina is the JP of Tekken. All right. Y'all remember pre-patch JP from Street Fighter 6, how broken that motherfucker was compared to the rest of the cast? That's Nina right now. All right. Even though just it's Dragunov we're talking about. He's quite if you want to play the most fucking easy, fucking best character in the game right now, well, not best character in the game because it's Nina, but if you want Nina, but without the execution, you play Dragunov. That's who you play. You want to be aggressive. You don't want high execution. You want high damage. You want pressure, pressure, pressure. You want really good heat engages. You want really good 13 frame launchers. You want really good heat. You pick fucking Dragunov. There is no reason, well, there is a reason why people don't pick Dragunov because they don't want their hates, they don't want hate mail and be fucking blackmailed by random people because they got beat by the most easy mode character in the game. Dragunov has everything that you would need. He's no execution needed. He has a 13 frame launcher in heat. His heat engages are fucking amazing. He's in heat, you die. Dragunov is the character that can back up, pop heat, and you lost the round, nigga. Stop playing, bro. Back 1-2. Shit. +5 on block. Used to be +7, but they nerfed it. But it's still oppressive as fuck. Guess what? Sneak 3? Fucks you up. +7. What are you gonna do? You gonna mash on +7? Of course you not. If you do, he has 3-3 right there. Me, heat engager. What you gonna do? In Tekken 7, Dragunov's weakness was what? Dragunov had no good lows in Tekken. He still had the little hand swipe that he does here, right? But it's -1 on hit. So he had to play the defensive thing on like sidestep, or he had to do like dick jab or something like that, or he had to jab you from trying to sidestep. He had to play a mind game after he hit you with the low in Tekken 7. That was Dragunov's weakness, and you can sidestep Dragunov, of course, right? Those were Dragunov's main two weaknesses in Tekken 7. He had a horrible low, and it was easy for you to sidestep Dragunov. But guess what? In Tekken 8, they gave this motherfucker hatchet kick. They gave him hatchet kick, which is +7 on hit. Why? I don't know. Horago, explain yourself, buddy. You got some explaining to do right now, my guy. Hatchet kick not only covers the weakness of him not having a low, but hatchet kick also covers the weakness on sidestepping Dragonov. So quite literally, he has no weakness. Pre-patch Dragonov was the best character in the game due to that reasoning. But they gave him a small tune. No, actually, they gave him a pretty decent amount of buffs. But even still, you cannot keep Dragonov from being top 5 right now, yet alone even top 3. Dragunov has every single tool that you need to absolutely steamroll the fuck out of someone. He hit as hard as a truck just ran through your grandmother's house. He will keep you in block stun for all eternity. And if you dare even try to contest Dragunov, you fucking explode. If you want to play Nina, but on easy mode, you play fucking Dragunov. Enough said. I said what I said. What are you gonna do about it? I'm playing Dragunov. Yeah. What can you do about it, pussy? Nothing. Stay over there. Kuma. Where does Kuma go? Mm, Kuma right now. Like the whole joke character thing, because you remember Tekken 7, the bears were like complete dog water, right? Now the joke characters are demolishing people. Or specifically Kuma. I don't know about Pounder, fuck you, Pounder, but Kuma is actually doing work now. He's doing work. He's becoming more popular. You see Kuma in more tournaments now. Kuma has everything that you need right now. He has a 10 frame counter hit launcher. His damage goes fucking stupid. I don't know who decided to give the Bears the little booty bump at the end of they have the most damaging they have the most damaging wall combo in the game right now. Did I think they should remove that? Probably not, but we'll just stick with that for now, right? During heat, he has an electric that's 11 frames. It is 11 frames? 14 frames. +5 on block. And it's a mid, so you can't move. You can try to sidestep, but if you're against the wall, you're fucked, buddy. I don't know what you're going to do about that. His counter hit launches are amazing. His heat engages are really good. I like the unique mechanic of the chip, which is the reason why Kuma is right here in the first place. He's still a solid pick to go for, right? Lily, Kazuya, and Kuma in their spot in top 8 tier, they're really good solid picks. You can use those to face top tiers, or even use those characters for as an overall pick to like playing tournaments. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. But I think the only reason why Kuma is this low right now is because the little mechanic that he has with the chip, right? His whole thing is supposed to chip away at your health, and then you use a certain grab to get rid of that chip. It's a neat mechanic. I do like it. It does suit the character as a bear, quite literally a bear. It suits him perfectly. But why would I want that when I can be Dragunov and just chip away at your health instead of chipping at you on block? You get what I'm saying? Like I hope I'm making sense here. But anyway, let's go to our next character. We have you guys know it. Oh, what the fuck was that? I got jump scared. We got your boy Leo. I think, right? Let's put Leo. Is Leo better than Ling Xiao Yu? No. No. Now that I see this, bing bong. Let's do that really quick. Yeah. Leo is a solid pick right now. The only weakness that Leo has is that he's weak to sidesteps, specifically sidestep left. He's very weak to side, and sometimes side. Yeah, so he's weak to kind of both, but I would say more of sidestep left. And one of his main weaknesses is that he needs a wall. He needs a wall. Now, it is a great benefit that most stages in Tekken 8, most Tekken 8 stages are very, very small, right? Like the Coliseum stage and the four, I think it's like uh Yakuza, that's a little forward stage. I forgot what it's called. Those are the only two stages, but even still, they have walls, but they're still immensely huge. If you put a Leo in an environment where there's no wall, he doesn't really thrive that much. But let's not get that twisted with the amount of tools that Leo has right now. Leo has really good evasiveness. He has really good mids. He has really good counter hit launchers. The only box stance has been really good, and I think is down back three. That's the evasive mid launcher. Bam! Right? He has so many safe mid launchers. People hate playing against Leo, and I don't blame you. All these low crushing, mid crushing, safe launchers that he get, and he gets like a gazillion damage once he reaches that wall. Keep in mind, Leo always reaches the fucking wall, right? Depending on the stage, of course, right? He will always reach the wall. There is no way that there is nothing that can stop you from reaching the wall with Lego, right? He still has some of the highest, even after the nerf that they gave him with the damage nerf. He still hits harder than a fucking tank running through your grandmother's house. The only reason why Leo is A tier now, but before Leo was highly underrated. I would even say he was up here before pre-patch. But what made him so like what made him kind of bad was the nerf to his back 1 1+2. I used to spam the fuck out of that move. That's the back one, which is the neutral break and elbow. And then he goes to the back. He hits you with the back. Bow! Right? That used to be only -9. So you can pull them for trying to contest or take their turn. 13. So that was unsafe. So I just stopped using the move entirely. Right? Also, his heat is not that great. Actually, and he actually loses some tools in heat, such as up 4-2 1+2. He no longer gets that combo. You can still get a combo from, but it's a one frame link unless you got it like that. Which only even the best Lego players like Ayo, Richie, and Malita, they can hit it, but it's not 10 out of 10 every time. It's more like 4 out of 10, or maybe even on a good day 6 out of 10, which is still not a good ratio because they're still failing. But even still, right? Um, Also, what makes Leo kind of take this position right here is that he's very slow. All of his buttons come out in 16 frames or slower, right? His down two is 21 frames. Oh, that's another thing I forgot about Raven. I don't know how I left this out with Raven. Raven is the only character in the game. I believe it's his back one, and he hits you with the elbow, and he throws up the fucking ninjutsu symbol. He's the only character in the game that has a 16 frame plus on block force crouch counter hit launcher. I just wanted to add that in there for the dude that's watching this. All right. Um, but even still, Leo is still a really good pick. He has options to stop you from sidestepping, even though he's with the sidestep, but he still has options like down 4-3, which is really good. It's not as good as Claudio's back one, but it's still pretty fucking good. He has the best low down 4 2+3. It's still one of the best lows in the game compared to Jin's down two. It's a bit on the slow side, but it still gives him the added benefit that Jin's down two does. Um, he still has box stance. He still has the best 11 frame Punisher in the game. Leo is just in a good spot right now. If Leo was the best character in the game, we would have a really good game right now. The roster would be really good. Oh, you know who we about to throw in there? Shaheen. Come here, boy. Actually, hold on. Now that I just looked at that. Yeah, I think that looks good. Yeah. Shaheen is solid. Shaheen is probably the best pick you can make right now, honestly. Or one of the best picks. Um, The only weakness to his character is that he just has fairly low damage. Now, the damage may not seem low to you, but whenever you compare it to every other character on this list right now, he's probably one of the more lesser damage dealers. But that's the only thing that Shaheen has, and I think that's a great suit to him because if he hit harder than he did, oh, we would have some problems right now. We would have some problems right now. like Shaheen is just too good. His down for one tracks. He has really good heating gauges. He has fucking top tier heating gauges. I can't really explain to you how good his fucking heating gauges are. He depletes great health, which is really good, and he can loop his fucking guard crush over and over and over and over again. Why can't he do that? Whenever Shaheen enters heat, you actually might lose the game. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not even gonna lie to you. The fact that he gets a guarantee, like basically he can loop guard crush every time because it's so plus on hit. Well, technically blocks is a guard crush, but you get my point. He can do guard crush because like plus a million. He can do guard crush again. And keep in mind, this is doing chip to your great life. Or this is doing chip to your actual health. So you lose like 5% chip every time. But remember, he can do back forward too. Bow. That's the little move that depletes the great health and it does a fuck ton of damage. So you lost like 30, 20% of your health right there. Shaheen and Heat is no joke. He has Slide, which is one of the greatest 50/50s in the game right now, which is the reason why Law and Shaheen are up here right now. He has safe count his 112 or his 111, I think. That last hit, boom, is one of the most damaging counter hits in the game right now. Shaheen is looking good, boy. We see him in tournaments, demolishing people, always getting top eight. Like, what more can you ask for from a character? You know what I mean? Steve. Where you at, boy? Okay. Um. Uh. Where do I want to put Steve? Here. Do I want to put Steve there? Let's put Steve there. As we know, Steve was horrible pre-patch. Steve was horrible. Probably the worst character in the game. If you wanted to make that opinion, I wouldn't even blame you for saying that. Steve was one of the worst characters in the game. They gave him a lot of buffs. They made what's the stance called? Fuck. Um I forgot what the stance called, but he got a new stance. That's the Mike Tyson stance, right? They gave him a new stance, but the thing was that it was very hard to go into Mike Tyson's stance. It was very hard. I forget what the name of it is called, but it was very hard for Steve to go into Mike Tyson's stance. So what they did is that he's able to now transition into Mike Tyson's stance from pretty much both stances, I believe, right? So now the one that gives him the guard crush, he can now cancel to Mike Tyson's stance from there, right? But even still, it's still very hard to stop people from power crushing and rage arding through you. It's very hard for him to do that. Not to mention, in Heat, I don't think Steve is. I mean, sure, he got a few cheap things in Heat, but I don't think it's nothing that's like very much terrifying that I would be terrified of him to do. Terrified of him if even if he didn't have Heat. You know what I mean? Like as of right now, the only thing that Steve is a tough one for me. Steve is a tough one for me. Sure, he's still one of the best counter hit characters in the game with back one, right? You cannot press into Steve, or else he'll kill you with that Toro Framer, right? He has really good heating gauges, yeah. Oh wait, and he is good because he has a little command grab shit. That yeah, okay, okay, okay. But I'm still keeping him here though. I don't give a fuck. Steve is still staying there. I don't. Steve is still a tough one for me though. I don't know. I just haven't seen Steve performing as well. Aside from was it Atif that played him? I believe it was Atif, but even still, he was kind of struggling a little bit. You got to put in so much work with Steve. Steve is a very tough character. Oh, this motherfucker. Yep. 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 S tier, buddy. Get him up there. You already know what time it is. Yoshimitsu is a dumb character. Okay. To be fair, Yoshimitsu is just an unsafer version of Nina. What puts Yoshimitsu up here is the fact that you have to play around Flash. Any character on this roster, including Nina herself, which is the reason why he's up there with Nina. But Nina's still the superior character, obviously. But even still, you have to play around Flash. Yoshimitsu does not have to play around anything. He does whatever the fuck he wants. All Yoshimitsu is just a more unsafer version of Nina. But the thing is, like, he still has some of the best Oki in the game. Once Yoshimitsu knocks you down, you have to guess. But if you stay on the ground, he kills you for staying on the ground. If you decide to roll, he kills you for rolling. If you roll towards, oh, that's the worst possible situation you can do with Yoshimitsu. You cannot roll it into Yoshimitsu. He absolutely fucks you over for doing that, right? If you're against the wall and you decide to take backwards, he fucks you over for that too. So it's really you have to make your decisions right on playing on the ground. Your best option, honestly, is to stay on the ground. But even still, most of the time, the Yoshimitsu player already knows that he just takes away half your health for being on the ground. He fucking sword stomps your ass. And you lose like 30% more of your health from the high damage combo that he did, and he took you all the way to the wall for it. Like it's very hard to know what this character is going to do next. His spin allows him to avoid homing moves, right? Like that's not supposed to happen. Like what the fuck is this? His steamroll effect after knockdown is stupid because you could lose the game. Um, fucking flat his heat with flash, it becomes even more broken. Not to mention, listen to me whenever I say this, all right? Yoshimitsu has a mechanic where if he puts sword up, his parry now comes out in 4 frames. Or is it 6? It's one of them. So any jab that you try to press through, so even if you're +1, if motherfucker, even if you +4, and you try to jab, if I'm +4, right? And I hit you with the +4 move and I try to jab, Yoshimitsu can still flash you. You have to play around Flash. That's what puts this character up here. That's the mind game that all the Yoshi players want you to make, and you have to play by that game. Sure, Yoshimitsu is high risk, high reward in a way, but even still, Flash makes that non-realistic. Like him having that mechanic really just it's so fucking stupid. He has down forward two, which is sorry, yeah, his down forward two is safe. He has stupid damage. He has good heating gauge. Amazing heat smash. 1-1 is fucking dumb at the wall. Why does it wall splat me? I don't know why 1-1 wall splat me. He can just freestyle and do whatever the fuck he wants to do, and not to mention his motherfucker gains the health back. No, 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 no. Not great health. He gains health back. I don't like these joke characters from Tekken 7 that was absolute trash. They're now fucking buffed. These motherfuckers are drinking concrete protein shakes and they coming after you full of testosterone, dude. They're fucking not joking, bro. Yoshimitsu is just one of the dumbest characters I've ever fought against, dude. And I hate playing against Yoshimitsu characters because now I have to play so passive. But if I play passive, Yoshimitsu kills me. It's so dumb that I have to play that way against him. Panda. Fuck this character, dude. This character was ass. No, no. If you fucking say that Kuma and Panda are not the same character, do not even come to me with that bullshit. They are not the same character. We are not the same, buddy. Panda is a way worse version than Kuma. Panda has nothing going for him right now. All Panda is just a gimmick character. She still needs help. She still needs help with a lot of shit. There is nothing going for Panda right now. Absolutely nothing. You're a huge bear. The only benefit that you have is that sometimes a low may or may not whiff on you. But you cannot always rely on that if your offense is fucking shitty. You don't even play the meta right. I mean, sure, in Heat you have pretty good Heat moves, but you're only, excuse me, I have the hiccups, but you're only good in Heat. If you want to play Panda, just play fucking Kuma. There is no reason for you to be struggling with that shit, bro. Next character, I don't want to talk about this character anymore, bro. Alyssa. Hey, Alyssa, come here, girl. I fucking hate this character. Fuck this bitch. I hate this. Okay, One of Alyssa's weaknesses, I'm going to tell you her only weakness. Take note. Even though this is the character that I lose the most to. All of my loses probably comes from this bitch. Not even gonna hold you. But I figured it out. But wait, there's more. You have to play passive against Alyssa. Whenever she's at full screen, those full screen hell sweeps that she got, or those full screen mid that she got, that's very annoying for you because she can come at you at any time. If Alyssa doesn't play the game, you don't play the game. Let Alyssa come to you. If Alyssa is in your face, more than likely you're playing a pretty good character. I play Leo, so I want Alyssa to come to me to a certain degree, right? Once Alyssa is in your face, do not let her escape. She cannot be at a range where she can torture you. But even still, that's easier said than done, which is the reason why she has this spot up here. Alyssa, all I have to say for Alyssa is chainsaw stance. That automatically gives her the S tier spot. I don't need to say nothing else. I need to say no more, buddy. Not to mention she has one of the best backdashes in the game. But again, all I have to do is say chainsaw stance, and you're gonna have nightmares for the next 3 years dreaming about Alyssa taking out fucking stance. And when she pops heat, she's permanently into stance. Even if you hit her, she does not get out of chainsaw stance until heat runs out. You'll be having nightmares and shitting out chainsaws for the rest of the existence for the next 3 years because you hate the character. Don't even miss me with that bullshit, bro. I'll pass. Next character. Uh, Devil Jin. Womp womp. I don't like this character. I do not like this character right now. This character is ass. Not even gonna hold you. All right. Let me ask you a question. What made Devil Jin so good? Hmm? What made Devil Jin so good? Pre-patch. Exactly. Even in Heat, Devil Jin was not even that big of a threat. The only thing that was a threat is that when Devil Jin had heat, you was looking for that heat smash. That's the only thing you was looking for. You weren't looking for fucking crow stance. You wasn't looking for fucking demon paw. Stop lying. You wasn't looking for that launching hell sweep. You was not looking for that, bro, because you know damn well the only reason for him to do that hell sweep is if he's like close quarters combat with you. But this nigga is full damn near full screen and he got heat activated. That's the only thing that made you stand still, which is the only threat that made you not like playing against Devil Jin was because you couldn't play your offense because he had heat. Heat Smash was the only thing that kept you from being like, oh, Devil Jin is fucking fucked because his fucking Heat Smash is plus 15. He gets a free mix up and then he has the launch and hell sweep. But now that's gone. So what's your excuse now? His fucking Heat Smash is now ass. It doesn't even track anymore. So now what's your excuse? He plays the most generic Mishima game plan of all time. Oh, but he has a demon paw. Shut the fuck up, bro. Shut the fuck up, bro. Oh, but he has a launching hell sweep. Shut the fuck up, bro. Double Jin is high risk, high reward. But actually, now that I think about it, his damage isn't okay. His damage is pretty good, but only if he reaches a wall. But in mid screen, what is he doing? It's hard for Double Jin to open you up. Crow stance is absolutely ass. His heat smash isn't even that good anymore. The only thing that he has right now is Demon Paw. Moves like back for a 2-1-2. That's the triple hit, the tum tum yeah, and he hits you with the Demon Paw at the end. Just sidestep. If he charges it, just sidewalk. You kill him for it every time. Like there is no reason for you to. There is no mind game behind Devil Jin when he does back 4-2-1. There was no mind game. You just always sidestep. If you see him hold it, you just keep holding the sidestep button. If you see him release it, you just hit your button. Like there is literally no reason why you should be getting opened up by Devil Jin right now. Better yet, I'm gonna give you even more room for fuck ups. There is no reason why you should be losing to Devil Jin right now. Like literally, he Devil Jin right now has nothing to oppress you with outside of Demon Paw. That's it. But even still, you know that's about to come because Devil Jin no longer has Heat Smash anymore. That Heat Smash is done for. You can kind of sidestep the. I believe he has the best demon part right now. I think right. That's the only thing you have to look out for. But even still, that's not good enough for him to raise up any further on this tier list. So miss me with that bullshit, bro. All right. Next we have Lee. Where does Lee go? A tier. Do I think Lee's better than Leo? I actually think he's better than Lars too. Yeah, I think he's better than Lars. Is he better than Ling Xiao? No. Lee is a solid good right now. The weaknesses that Lee have right now is that it's very risky to go for certain moves. Like the moves that Lee got that was supposed to be very impressive, like forward 4-1, those are very risky to use because you can duck it even whenever you're in block. Or like I don't get it. Both moves are high. Why isn't forward 4 mid? I don't understand. I mean, sure he has back 3-3, sure, but even still, right? Like I don't. Everything Lee has is pretty much a risk for him to do. It's a risk for him to do. The thing that makes Lee good right now is 4-4-3 whenever he's in heat, and he has the best 10 frame punish in the game right now. And he has a safe down for it too. I think. Yeah. As of right now, Lee he's too risky. But what also puts him on par is that he has some of the best defense in the game. Back four is still one of the best counter hit tools in the game right now. Down three is still one of the best counter hit launchers, the fastest unseeable counter hit one. I think it's a 10, 11 framer, 12 framer, something like that. Down three into stance, right? But that move is not to be used for pokes. No. Use it for only counter hits. People that are very aggressive, you use that to evade highs and some mids because the hitman stance brings your hurt box a little bit back and you counter hit launch them. But other than that, Lee is still pretty much he wants to play the meta, but the way how his moveset is is that it's not allowing him to get that extra that he needs. He's still up in a good spot because he still has a low heat smash, which he needs because he barely has any aside from 3-3, of course, and aside from slide. All right, my bad. Lee's pretty solid. All right, I'm sorry for disrespecting you Lee players like that, but that's my fault. Next character, Zafina. What's up, baby girl? I'm sorry to tell you, girl, but you kind of ass, girl. You know what I'm saying? Right now, Zafina has nothing going for her. Whenever pre-press Zafina was still ass, they gave her a lot of buffs and stuff like that. Like they certain move that she used that uses Azel's hand and shit like that. She used to lose health and stuff. All they did was just decrease that. Some things became a little bit more plus on block. Her heat smash is pretty good because it covers damn near the whole fucking screen. But even still, the only reason why Zafina is winning right now is because nobody plays her. So nobody knows the matchup. There's no reason for you to lab Zafina. Like, there is literally no reason for you to lab this character if you're never going to see this character in like the next 9, 10 months. Like, it's literally a 0.03 chance that you're going to see this character. That's how rare she is. So why would you lab against her? But even still, there's nothing that, right, I don't know. But I do know for a fact that she's not better than nobody else on this list aside from the people that's below her right now. Bryant. Oh, sorry. Where does Victor go? No, Victor's better than Leo. Hmm. Victor is also better than Lars. Is Victor better than Lee? Both of these characters are very risky, but I think Lee is a little bit more. Yeah. I'll put Victor here. I'll put Victor here. Um, I don't know. A lot of people think this character is S tier, but I just don't see it. I don't see Victor being S tier right now. I mean, if you consider Heat, then yes, he has probably one of the most best Heat. Expulso. I hate that move so bad, bro. That's all you hear every time whenever he pops Heat. Expulso. Like, bro, shut the fuck up sometimes, dog. Victor is still a solid pick. He's a really good pick right now. But is he S tier pick? Probably not. But can he sustain himself against the top tiers? Absolutely. All the characters that you see in A tier can absolutely sustain themselves against the top tier. The B tiers, they just have to put in a lot more. Like the stop from here was Steve, what Claudio was at. These 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 characters, they can absolutely compete against the top tiers. They just take a little bit more effort than the A tier would. But everybody on down, it's going to be very hard for you to contest the top tiers. Even it's going to be very hard for you to even contest characters up here in A tier. But like I would say, all the characters from Lily all the way to Claudio, they definitely can like do something against the top tiers. It's just going to take you. Oh, sorry, from Leroy to Claudio, you can definitely mess with the top tiers up here. That's like S and S plus plus up here. You can definitely mess with these characters. It's just going to take a you're gonna have to put a little bit more effort and grind into it, right? Um, Brian, is Brian better than King? Yes. Is Brian better than Jen? Probably. I think he's also better. I actually think. Actually, no. Sorry. Hey, move, bitch. Brian's solid right now. Like, the only reason why you're not playing Brian is because the high skill ceiling, right? But as of right now, Brian has the best wall game right now. He has solid corner carry. But not only that, he is the best character at the wall. He is the wall. Right? Brian is the wall. He is also notoriously known for being the most heaviest damage dealer in the game right now. You cannot get hit by Brian. Brian is counter hit the character. Everything counter hits. He does not have your generic down 4-1, which kind of hurts him a little bit, but he's not supposed to be meant to play the way. He wants to be playing around that mid game range, right? Things like 4-3 to kick, counter hit launch, but he also has a follow up from there. If you block that, they are unsafe, but you do not want to contest against Brian. You do not want to go, he ain't gonna let it rip. You ain't about that. And then he lets it rip and you lose 70% of your health. And then you're probably mid at the wall, so you might as well just say GG's. Because once Brian has you at the wall, you do not want to get there by taunt, bro. If you get hit by taunt, you might as well say it's game over. It's GG's, baby. Bye. You get what I'm saying? Whenever Brian's in the heat, they buffed his heat a little bit. So now he's a little. His heat is still kind of ass, but whenever he's in the heat, he now has access to that fucking chalk. Well, actually, he always has that. He has access to that move. I forgot what it was. It's his install. It's a little kick into the punch. Bing! And you can charge it, right? And it's only -1 on block if you just let it rip. It's really good. It wall splats. It's if you hold it, it's a guard crush, and you get a guaranteed wall splat. Like Brian at the wall, he is the wall. If he has you at the wall, you're fucked. There is nothing you can do. Um, Lydia. Let's do Lydia since I already called her out. Where does Lydia go? No, boom. I don't think she's better than Leo. Lydia. I don't know too much about Lydia right now. I've had ran into her a few times. She's the newest DLC character. I want to give her more time, but as of right now, I mm, I don't know. I don't know. Lydia's still a good pick to face off against the top tiers, but that's not a pick that you would probably want to settle for, right? I don't think that would be a pick that you would want to settle for. Sure, she's still better than most characters. She's still better than all the characters in B tier, but okay, okay, okay. Lydia has really good damage. She's very, very oppressive. And in heat, oh my god. She has an unblockable from a fucking plus what, 13 or 15? Some bullshit like that. She has an unblockable forward, which makes you want to force duck, right? But that's the thing with Lydia. There should be no reason why you're ducking against Lydia, right? Which is the reason why everybody would want to get hit by that unblockable. Lydia has bad lows. She has no lows, which is going to lead to my next character too. Lydia has all of her scary shit comes from her mids. So you would just always want to block high. You want to force Lydia to always go for low to the point where you know her next move is going to be a low and you counter it. But as of right now, Lydia does not have all of her strong suits come from her mid and her stance shenanigans. But if you take that away, don't know what to tell you. Even though I have her at the top of B tier, I don't know why. I can't really explain why I have her at the top of B tier, but I do think she's better than these characters here for sure. But I don't think she definitely doesn't cross Leo. Okay. Um, I guess we can do Reina, right? Yeah, I guess we can do Reina. Um, I don't know. Reina isn't Reina isn't surprising me right now. Reina is not surprising me right now. She's not a Mishima. Well, okay. Technically and scientifically, yes, she is a Mishima, but she plays completely different from the Mishimas. She's actually the split image of Heihachi. Heihachi was known for having really strong mids and bad lows. That's the same thing with Reina here. But Reina is a Mishima. She doesn't have what her father had, which is the 112 wall splash. She does not have that. Her stance after 112, I'm not even gonna lie, it's mid. Like why I'm gambling on my life on hits. You get what I'm saying? Like I don't get it. I just don't understand. Having a +5 electric does really nothing for Reina. It quite literally does nothing for Reina. I mean, yeah, she has the extension down forward 1-2, which is the mid into head, but he didn't get but that's -14. You don't want to commit to that. But even still, her downfall one you can cancel to her stance, but that's not even real. She can't let down one rip on his own. What the fuck you gonna threaten me with downfall 1-2? That's already -13, 14 on block. Come on now, bro. That's all that you have right now. Sure, you have 4-4-2, but at that point you have to commit to some type of you either have to commit to the mid. I'm not gonna block low against Rhino. Let's just keep it a buck. I'm not blocking low against Rhino, bro. I'm not blocking low against Rhino. She doesn't even have a demon paw, which hurts her really bad. If you say 4-4-2 is a demon paw, shut the fuck up. Sure, her 4-4-3 is fairly good, but it's not like Kazuya and Jin's 4-4-3. Their 4-4-3 launches. Hers just forces a crouch to give her a guaranteed down 4-1-2. Heat engager. So she can't even close out a round from using 4-4-2. Sure, the only benefit to it is that it's +3. It's +3. She can enforce some type of plus frames, but even still, she's pretty weak to she's weak to rage arts and power crushes. But guess what? Reina doesn't really have anything to counter a power crush because her lows suck ass. Her lows are too slow to even counter the power crush, and even still, her lows aren't even good enough to even get her some type of reward off of it. Now, I will say her mid, or sorry, her heat. Whenever she fucking crawls on the ground and kicks the shit out of you, that shit is annoying as fuck. I'm not even gonna hold you. But other than that, it's still a mid. I'm not blocking low against Reina. Like I don't. It's a reason why Reina has the lowest win rate in the game right now, dog. Like I'm gonna just keep it a buck with you. You know what I mean? Like there is nothing that I don't know. You're gonna have to mix me with that shit too. Um, Eddie, Eddie. Yeah, I think that looks good for Eddie. Above Zafina, right? But yeah, do I want to put Eddie above Asuka? I don't think I want to do that. I don't want to do that. Eddie is not looking good right now. Eddie is not looking good right now. The only thing that he has going for him right now is mix-ups. Eddie's a high risk, high reward character. That's the only thing that Eddie has going for him right now. That's literally it. He has a 13 frame launcher like Kazuya does, but it doesn't even work. So he doesn't even have good punishment for certain things. Like I have a 13 frame launcher, but it fucking the second hit whips and I get punished for using it. Really? Come on now. Cut it out. If fucking Eddie does the wrong move at the wrong time, Eddie dies. If I block the wrong move at the right time, Eddie dies. If I block the right move at the wrong or right time, Eddie still dies. Eddie has too much risk for like mid high reward, kind of. The only thing that he's got good for him is the buff that he gets after the hell sweep and other certain moves that he go like fucking the little green aura that comes around him. But even still, you still have to make a gamble to even get that. That's surrounding his main mechanic is just a 50-50. Oh, if I guess right, I get a buff and I get a level 2 buff. And then I only have one chance to use it because by the end of the round, not even going to have two levels yet. And by the end of the round, it resets the next round. Like, come on now, really? I mean, sure, he's down 4-1 track to both sides like Ravens, but I don't think that's enough to give him a good spot right now. Eddie is just, he needs help right now, dude. The only thing is that he just puts you in a fucking blender. But if you block that blender, he gets stuck. He's stuck and he loses half of his health, dude. Like there's just nothing that you can do about that, bro. All right. Not even gonna hold you. This is gonna be a hot take. Bing bong. I think Fangway is absolute dog water. After the nerf that they gave to his all right, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. Do I think he's better than Jin? I think these two are on par. He's definitely better than King. He's definitely yeah. Fangway is still in my top 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. I think that looks good. Fangway is still notoriously known for being hard to defend against. Fangway is he still has really good evasive such as Kimpo and his lows that for just fucking high crushes highs and some mids. His Kimpo is still one of the best Kimpos in the game. He still has one of the best down forward ones in the game. You cannot trade against Fangway. He still has really good heating gauge. He still has really good 50-50s. And in heat, he probably has one of the best heats in the game right now. Fucking, I forgot what the move is called, but that's one where he does like this fucking backflip in the air and he gets an AoE attack and it's plus 17 or like plus 19 and it's unblockable, so you have to hold the mix up. And in back turn stance, he's kind of like Raven, but more oppressive when he's in back turn stance because he gets all these options and shit. Fangway is still stupid even after the nerfs. He absolutely needed those nerfs, but he didn't get the same treatment as Archer Center did. Fangway's parry came out in like 5 9 frames, so he could do something. You could do something that would be like +3 or +4, and Fangway would still be able to parry through it to Simbaki through it, and then he got a guaranteed 4-1 +2 into a heat engager. It was just so fucking stupid. Fangway still hits harder than the fucking truck. Fangway still has really good wall carry. He's still really good at notoriously fucking mixing the shit out of you with great pokes, and if you dare decide to trade with fucking Fangway, you will die. Nothing else that need to be said. No ifs, ands, buts about it. This is my tier list. Let me know if you agree or not. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And your boy Spawn is out. Peace. Now, how do I end this shit? There you are.